Hello people. Welcome back to Century 22 Luxury, and today, we will be breaking down your mindset. Your mindset is made up of all the established beliefs and attitudes you default to internally. This makes it incredibly difficult to change some of your mindset, especially those that have been forced into you since you were young. Hence, before we start, we hope you could be honest with yourself, wake up, and force yourself to blank out for just a few minutes, allowing yourself to absorb as much as possible. Number 1. From I have to do this to I get to do this. Going about it from a perspective of gratitude and empathy has been a big attitude shift. You get to do what you do for a living. This is a privilege. The more honest you are with yourself, the more you realize just how easy you actually have it, and you still find reasons to complain about it. If you feel like your life is hard, zoom out. That thing you're supposed to do that you've been putting off because you're lazy, you get to do that, and life will change for the better if you do. Once you start doing it from this perspective, you will find it was not as hard as you made it out to be. Number 2. From life is hard to life can be easy and exciting. Our parents instilled in us this idea that life is hard, and you need to work hard if you want to make something of yourself. For them, all they had to do was to take the punches long enough, put up with the hard work, and they got their reward. It's only half right. Take the discipline for your parents, but focus it on exponential growth. If hard work was all it took to be successful, even a cleaner could be the richest. Whatever it is that you do for a living, there is a smarter and easy way for you to do it. Somebody figured it out already, and you need to find them and see how they did it. Here is what people get wrong the most. It's supposed to be hard in the beginning, but if it's still hard after a while, you're doing it wrong. This applies to everything in your life. The moment you begin changing the way you do things, life gets easier and more exciting than ever before. Number 3. From I will never to how can I. This is one of those declaration beliefs people guide their lives on. I will never be rich, I could never afford that, I will never get that part. If so, it is no wonder you are poor now. Do you know the difference between the poor and the rich? The rich take action, you don't. Take action when everyone else does not. Just freaking show up to the audition. Just send the email. Just put the first foot in front of the other. It will get you closer to the goal. The problem with thinking in definite ways is that it doesn't leave room for movement. If you've already established that something is not gonna happen, then there's no interest in even trying. The moment you switch to the how can I make this happen attitude, things suddenly open up to identifying a plan that could make it a reality. Remember, average people have wishes, successful people have plans. Number 4. From I need to know everything to I just need to start. This is why most people never do anything. They say, it isn't the right time, I never got around to doing it, or if only the opportunity would present itself. The truth is, they're waiting for some external force to align all the planets for them, turn all the traffic lights green, and if possible, drive them to their destination. Only 3% of the population takes action on their goals, everyone else chooses to settle for mediocrity. The biggest difference between those who win and everyone else is that the first ones chose to play the game in the first place. While we are on the topic of getting started in your business is a very important aspect if you want to succeed as an entrepreneur. Of course, not recommending you to start without any planning, but spend some time to know yourself, know the industries you want to be in, know the market for that industry, and more. Hence, this video on the top right corner will recommend to you the exact industries that could make you a billionaire. Number 5. From wanting something to figuring out why you want something. You know Simon Sinek's TED Talk on why? We won't get into that. It might be a good time to rewatch it after this video. We call this the rule of 3 whys minimum. Here's how it goes. At the core of everything you do, there's a deep reason. Here's how the process to finding it works. Let's say you want a Ferrari, so you ask yourself, why do I want a Ferrari? Answer, because I want to feel successful. Second why do I want to feel successful? Answer, because I want people to see how well I'm doing. Third why do I want people to know how well I'm doing? Last answer, because deep down I'm looking for the approval of others in order to make myself feel good. You see, from the third why forward, shit is getting real. You can of course go deeper than that, as most therapists will gladly help you uncover more. The more time you spend questioning the reasons why you want things, the more you get to know yourself and what actually drives you. Knowing why you want anything is a game changer. In terms of life strategy, it completely changes the way you go about your goals, and it alters your decision-making process in the best possible way. It works wonders on an individual level. Do this exercise yourself and see where you end up by the fifth why. Finally, we just want to remind you that this is a 3-part series. Hence, if you find this video useful, you will want to look out for the video next week. Meanwhile, you can watch this video, where it will teach you the risks that you must take in life to succeed. Also, check out our other videos on the channel too. Be sure to subscribe, and we will see you again next week.